Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Seatbelt, phone face down, name and reason before we leave town. What did you leave? Take your time. Say nothing and I add 10 miles. A blue coat, somebody's trust. Specific, still not enough. Why need to ride? You check the glass. That little pause just moved us back. Where did you start? Why are your shoes clean? It rained at every exit between here and Green Street. You said long story, I said make it short. You watched another exit disappear from the board. Wrong answer, 10 more miles. Good answer, engine quiet. One more question. Don't get creative. Passenger seat interview. Tell me one thing that is true. Every line moves the county line. 20 minutes, no, it's all night. Passenger seat interview. Keep both hands where I can view. Get the next one right, or enjoy the ride. Yes or no, choose one quick. Long explanations make the mileage tick. Yes or no, nothing rehearsed. Best answer wins, wrong answer goes first. Whose ring is in your coat? Not mine, doesn't count as a vote. Red dirt under your sleeve from 40 miles in the opposite street. Why did the cashier lock up when you waved? Why did the radio say your full name? You called me paranoid, I marked deflect. Called me beautiful, marked irrelevant. Charm isn't proof, cute isn't clearance. Tried that answer again without the decoration. You asked where we're going now, pointed the head. The sign said welcome, then changed to turn back. Wrong answer, 10 more miles. Good answer, engine quiet. One more question. Don't get creative. Passenger seat interview. Tell me one thing that is true. Every line moves the county line. 20 minutes, now it's all night. Passenger seat interview. Keep both hands where I can view. Get the next one right, or enjoy the ride. Yes or no, choose one quick. Long explanations make the mileage tick. Yes or no, tell it plain. We passed that banner 3 times again. You lean back, my turn, you said. Tap the numbers glowing, dashboard red. Why does the mileage climb in park? Who gave you those keys after dark? Why is your name missing from the card? Why does your license show a different car? Same banner, same open door, same woman sweeping the same clean floor. You pulled out a photograph, held it beside my face. Who you told to collect from this place? Your eyes, the photograph, the name underneath, not even close. Passenger seat interview. Turns out I was taken on to. Every lie raced the county line. 20 minutes, no arrival time. Passenger seat interview. You knew the rules before I knew. I wasn't checking what you'd hide. You were checking mine. I got the last one wrong. You switched off the light. Folded the map and said, drive. Drive. You said I stayed home Tuesday night. The dashboard lowered the music twice.
Recalculating.
Vehicle detected on Mercer Drive. You said, fine, I went out for air. I kept both hands at 10 and 2. The map turned red beneath your street and drew a route you never knew. Turn left at the store you forgot to delete. Continue for 3 miles past the missing receipt. I didn't ask who rode with you. The passenger sensor already knew. Change the hour, change the name. The route stays exactly the same. Recalculating your alibi. That's not the road you took last night. You can move the story, move the time. The car remembers every mile. Recalculating your alibi. 2 wrong turns and the parking fine. You can tell me you were home by 9. The car remembers otherwise. said the motel was just a stop. The air went cold, the door stayed locked. Parking duration 2 hours, 43 minutes. You said the engine must be wrong. That almost sounded good to me. Then the toll road printed your arrival 11 minutes after 3. Second phone connected. Time 3:14 a.m. Contact name unavailable. Call again. You reach forward to mute the screen. The volume rose to 17. Change the hour, change the name. The route stays exactly the same. Recalculating your alibi. That's not the road you took last night. You can move the story, move the time. The car remembers every mile. Recalculating your alibi. 2 wrong turns in the parking fine. You can tell me you were home by 9. The car remembers otherwise. No accusation, no raised voice. Just select your preferred choice. Fastest route or fewer lies. You finally laughed and looked at me. Since when does your GPS speak? The screen went blank, the road went straight. Then my full name filled the interface. Notice to driver. One destination was concealed. Passenger authorization not received. You turned toward me, I watched the lane. Where are we going? You asked again. I said must be a system mistake. The dashboard answered before I could brake. Recalculating my alibi. This isn't the road I named tonight. I can move the story, move the time. The car remembers every mile. Recalculating my alibi. Your little dot is beside mine. Neither one of us was home by 9. The car remembers otherwise. You looked through the window. I switched off the lights. Unreported destination on the right. You have arrived outside your alibi. Welcome back. Order when ready. Combo 4, large fries, no onions, extra ice. The speaker cracked and asked me, keeping your current life. I said, excuse me. She said, take your time. A brand new name is standard. A hometown cost 99. The menu changed above the lane. New name, new job, new face, new license plate. Add an accent for $1, lose a witness upgrade. I checked the coupon on my phone and asked if Tuesday deals applied. She said only to the meal. The clean history is full price. One new name, one alibi. Something salty on the side. Make it a new identity. Large fries, clean history. Keep the change, lose the evidence. Put my past in a separate bag for me. Make it a new identity. New address, same bad memory. Make it quick, the car behind has somewhere else to be. I rolled ahead to window 2. She wore a visor badge, said June. She held my license to the light and asked how dead should the old you look. Not dead, I said, just unavailable. Forward all brain to somewhere tropical. She offered 2 new birthdays and a lightly used degree. A dentist with good credit or a mayor's missing niece. I chose the one with parking tickets. Perfect people make me nervous. She stamped my passport past the ketchup. Like this happened every Thursday. Would you like your past in the same bag? I said separate. It tends to leak. One new name, one alibi. Something salty on the side. Make it a new identity. Large fries, clean history. Keep the change, lose the evidence. Put my past in a separate bag for me. Make it a new identity. New address, same bad memory. Make it quick, the car behind has somewhere else to be. Then you leaned across my seat and ordered combo number 4. Same as mine, but hold the fries. removal. The cashier froze, checked the screen, then smiled like nothing happened. She handed you a license through the half-open plastic window. My old name, my old street, my photograph beneath. You looked at me, I looked at June. June calmly printed the receipt. You got my old identity, no fries. Use history, same mistakes, same evidence, and every unpaid parking fee. You got my old identity, my address and emergency key. I asked for mine to disappear, not right home next to me. For quality assurance, identities are never destroyed. They are cleaned, repackaged, and assigned to the next customer. Please pull forward. You are holding up the line. Initial here. Return by midnight. Permanent decisions may result in additional charges. I rented confidence at 6:15. Standard package, nothing extreme. Steady eye contact, shoulders straight. One good comeback with an optional upgrade. The clerk laid everything on the desk. Allowed a no, a smaller regret. A walk that ended before I did. In 30 days without apologizing. She checked my pulse and chose my size. Said this one photographs while under party lights. Then clipped a tag beneath my sleeve. Do not wash, do not fall in love, do not believe. One night only, sign below. Use it gently, then let it go. Confidence was a rental. I only booked it for the night, but I made 3 permanent decisions, and every one of them felt right. Confidence was a rental, temporary spine, design of pride. Now the store is closed till morning, and I'm still wearing it outside. At 7, I returned a drink to someone who had ordered it for me. At 8, I told my boss exactly where to file his emergency. At 9, you said you've changed somehow. I said that was the point and left you there. No tears, no speech, no second draft, just separate checks and separate cabs. At 10, I wore the dress I chose without asking mirrors how it looked. At 11, I stopped explaining every sentence you misunderstood. By 12, the tag beneath my sleeve said late fee pending. I let it beep. One night only, that was the deal. Funny how a borrowed thing can fit this real. Confidence was a rental. I only booked it for the night, but I made 3 permanent decisions, and every one of them felt right. Confidence was a rental, temporary spine, design of pride. Now the store is closed till morning, and I'm still wearing it outside. Charge the card, add the fee. I look expensive, being difficult for free. Next morning, I returned at 10. Placed the confidence on the counter again. The clerk inspected every seam, then frowned at something on the screen. Your original personality is currently unavailable. I said, unavailable how? She turned the monitor around. Someone grunted on my hesitation. Every swallow word a nervous laugh. The signature at the bottom looked exactly like your hand. I asked, when is it coming back? She said, there's no return date on the tag. Confidence was a rental. Now I might keep it for my life. I made 3 permanent decisions. I could probably make 5. Confidence was a rental, but the borrowed fit became my size. You can keep my hesitation. It looked better on you anyway. Extended use. Payment accepted. Daily fee. 1 person calling you difficult. No refunds. Yeah. Yeah. We stopped for gas at 4:30. The cashier dropped his mop on the floor. Said you 2 came back, then locked the till and gave us change for 100 bill. We paid with 20, kept the rest. He asked if county jail was nice. I said 3 stars, bad breakfast. My friend said, don't ask her twice. The barber ran across the street, said I still owed him for 15. The mayor brought a velvet box with both our names engraved on top. Inside 1 key, 2 parking fines, and half a note that read don't sign. The mayor handed me a pen, so naturally I signed again. Everybody waved, everybody knew they had 10 versions of me and 12 of you. Never been here before. Why is my name above the liquor store? They gave me the key, so I locked the door. Never been here before. Never been here before. There's my face on the diner floor. If this is a scam, it has excellent food. Never been here, might come back for more. The lunch menu had my legal name, between grilled cheese and house of shame. It came with fries, 1 wedding ring, and coleslaw labeled do not bring. A little kid held up page 10, said you look taller in the textbook. Then I signed my face and drew a beard. He said that's how you look last year. My friend got crowned beside the bank for something called the reservoir prank. She gave a speech with no details. They cheered and posted both our bail. At 6 a marching band arrived. The drummer asked which one had died. We pointed at each other first. They played the anthem in reverse. Everybody waved, everybody knew they had 10 versions of me and 12 of you. Never been here before. Why is my name above the liquor store? They gave me the key, so I locked the door. Never been here before. Never been here before. There's my face on the diner floor. If this is a scam, it has excellent food. Never been here, might come back for more. Take the crown, take the key. If they know us, let them feed us free. Take the fine, leave the ring. Never correct a profitable misunderstanding. We left at 7 with a tank of gas, 2 free pies and a courthouse pass. 5 miles out, she checked the glove box, found an envelope beneath the locks. A faded photograph from '94. Same 2 faces, same liquor store, same velvet key between our hands. Same mayor, younger, making plans. On the back and my handwriting. Next time, act surprised. Don't pay the barber, never stay past 5. We checked the clock, 7:15. We have been here before. That was our name above the liquor store. We had the key, we owned the door. We've definitely been here before. We have been here before, but the town keeps offering more. If this is a trap, it has excellent food. Turn us around. We forgot the pie in room 2. I put the photograph back where I apparently left it. My friend checked the mirror and said, next town, let's be famous for something better. Yeah. The invitation came at 3, black envelope, no name for me. It said, dear dress, we saved your table, current owner welcome if available. I checked the label, checked the seam, nothing strange in the dry clean. Put it on and caught a cab. The driver said she's back, then laughed. At the door, they checked my face, then waved the dress straight past the chain. The host said, darling, same old booth. I said, we've never met. He said, not you. She guessed the invite, I hold the bag. She knows the room, I call the cab. The dress has plans, I'm just wearing it. Everybody knows her, I'm accompanying. She gets us in, I'll pay for everything. The dress has plans again. The dress has plans, there goes my evening. She makes an entrance, I handle the leaving. She owns the night, I'm somewhere underneath. The dress has plans and none of them need me. The bartender poured something neat, said her usual, no receipt. A woman leaned into my sleeve. Last July stays between her and me. The photographer said turned her left, like I was furniture at best. The DJ played a song I hate, said your dress requested track 8. I tried to leave at 10:30, found another card stitched in the hem. Penthouse midnight, bring no guests. Dress code simply said the dress. At every stop, the same routine. They knew the fabric, not the woman in it. One man asked if she still smoked. I said, she's polyester. He said, so? She gets the invite, I hold the bag. She starts the rumor, I take the blame. The dress has plans, I'm just wearing it. Everybody knows that I'm accompanying. She gets us in, I pay for everything. The dress has plans again. The dress has plans, there goes my evening. She makes an entrance, I handle the leaving. She owns the night, I'm somewhere underneath. The dress has plans and none of them need me. Coat check, knows her. Doorman too. Whole room loves her. Nobody asked who. At 4 a.m. I made it home. Hung her up and locked the door. I said tomorrow you stay in. Her zipper moved against the wind. Next morning, empty hanger, laundry bill beside my bed. One short note in perfect writing on the invitation thread. Thank you for transportation. Your payment cleared, your posture didn't. Next week's events require a more suitable person in it. I opened up the closet door. My jeans and t-shirts, nothing more. Just one bare hanger with a tag. My legal name in folded black. The dress had plans. She went without me. Everybody knew her. Nobody called me. She took the night and half my wardrobe with her. The dress had plans. I should have read the zipper. The dress had plans, now I understand it. Oh, I wasn't the owner, I was temporary packaging. The new invitation came at 3. Dear new owner, one accessory included. You change the temperature while both your hands stay still. At least that's what you showed me. The mirror showed your will. 10 seconds after nothing, your hand left my phone. You placed it screen side downward, then said you'd left it alone. I asked, did you touch that? You didn't even blink. Said you've been driving too long. You're seeing things I think. I nodded like I bought it. Kept the car between the lines. Then watched your first denial arrive 10 seconds behind. You can edit your answer, you can straighten your face, but the mirror keeps a copy that the present can't erase. The mirror's 10 seconds behind, long enough to catch what you hide. Sit the innocent perfectly still. I already watched what the present concealed. 10 seconds behind, your hands tell the truth after you lie. Say you did nothing, I don't really mind. The mirror will answer 10 seconds behind. You reached below the passenger seat and told me not to look. The mirror showed a silver edge disappearing near your foot. I asked what you were hiding. You laughed and said my pride. The joke arrived before the hand that pushed the blade aside. Then 10 seconds became 60. The road stayed synchronized, but every move inside the glass was 1 full minute behind. I watched you search my glove box before I'd asked you why. Found a photograph of both of us taken before we met that night. You can edit your answer, you can straighten your face, but the mirror keeps a copy that the present can't erase. The mirror's 10 seconds behind, long enough to catch what you hide. Sit the innocent perfectly still. I already watched what the present concealed. 10 seconds behind, your hands tell the truth after you lie. Say you did nothing, I don't really mind. The mirror will answer 10 seconds behind. 10 for the phone, 60 for the knife. How far can a mirror reach into somebody's night? The glass jumped back before the drive. My car sat empty in the parking lights. Then you appeared in the rear seat first. 2 hours early wearing my shirt. You weren't waiting for a ride, you were waiting for me. You looked straight into the mirror like you knew what I would see. The version beside me was for keep your eyes ahead. The version in the mirror pointed backward instead. I touched touched the brake. The glass went black when it returned. It wasn't showing back. The mirror was 10 seconds ahead. Your seat's still full, but mine was empty instead. Your eyes wide slowed at the county line. I started counting what was left of my time. 10 seconds ahead. No driver beside you, no marks where I sat. You said, what are you counting? I said, you'll find out. 10, 9, 8. Don't turn around. 7, 6, 5. Pull over now. 4, 3. For the first time all night, the mirror wasn't late. It was early. The light went red on Medicine Street. My foot touched down, my mind went clean. 3 words waited across my hand. Ask his name, don't trust the bag. I read them twice and looked at you. You said we've done this all night through. I asked your name, you gave me 3. Then whispered, pick the safest one for me. There was something dark across your shirt. You called it wine and called it dirt. The countdown dropped from 23. I said, tell me before it turns green. Red light, 30 seconds. One question, no correction. Tell me before it turns green. You got 30 seconds to remember me. Red holes the answer, green wipes it clean. Say what happened before it turns green. Tell me before it turns green. Why does that bag have a key mark 13? You remember the truth when the engine sleeps. Tell me before it turns green. The light changed, I moved ahead. You looked at me and calmly said, sorry, have we met before? Like you hadn't just locked your door. I remembered every word you used. 3 different names, 2 different truths. You lost them crossing through the light. I kept them for the rest of the drive. Before the next red I wrote down, ice cold, don't turn around. The wheel stopped, my memory cleared. I read my hand and found you scared. You said the bag belongs to you. You told me what the key would do. You made me promise not to leave until we both remembered everything. Red light, 20 seconds. One answer, no protection. Tell me before it turns green. You got 20 seconds to remember me. Red holes the answer, green wipes it clean. Say what happened before it turns green. Tell me before it turns green. Why is my hand riding under your sleeve? You remember the truth when the engine sleeps. Tell me before it turns green. I lose mine when the wheels stop. You lose yours when the wheels start. Same conversation, different missing parts. The final red lasted too long. No cross traffic, no pedestrians. You opened the bag with key 13. Inside were pages written by me. Every red light, every reset, every question, every answer we'd kept. You read the final page aloud. You forget when green lets us out. I forget whenever red makes us stay. Neither one remembers the whole escape. Then you looked up and said my name. Not the safe one, the one I gave before the first light took it away. The signal changed, but this time neither of us moved. Don't go, because it turned green. We got 1 full minute where we both believe. Red couldn't take me, green couldn't take you. As long as we stay in between. Don't go, because it turned green. Let every car behind us scream. For once we're holding the same memory. Because don't stop completely. The first drop hit above your seat. My side stayed dry, the road stayed clean. Rain drew a curtain over you. I pulled the lever once or twice. First wipe, your number lost its name. Still in my phone, but just 10 blank digits. You laughed and said, bad signal out here. Like bad signal could rearrange contacts. Second wipe, the photograph changed. My arm still curved around empty space. You held the picture beside your face. Same blue shirt, same time, no trace. I reached to stop the moving blade. You said, don't you miss the lane. Keep you here, we'll keep us straight. One clear window, one thing erased. It only rains on the passenger side. Every wipe takes something out of your life. I can keep you here or keep us in the lane. Tell me which one before I clear the rain. Passenger side rain, you stay the same while the proof gets washed away. I can still see you, but the records all say nobody's sitting there beside me. Third wipe, the seatbelt worn and died. Those silver still ran across your chest. Fourth wipe, your voice no play with every word except your breath. Fifth wipe, took your fingerprints from the glass you touched all night. Six, took the motel camera and left the door opening by itself. You checked your wallet card by card. Every photograph still showed your face, but every name belonged to someone who had never been in this place. I said, who are you without the proof? You said, who were you before I knew? The rain grew thick across your side. I couldn't see the shoulder line. Keep you here or keep us straight. One clear window, one thing erased. It only rains on the passenger side. Every wipe takes something out of your life. I can keep you here or keep us in the lane. Tell me which one before I clear the rain. Passenger side rain, you stay the same while the proof gets washed away. I can still see you, but the records all say nobody's sitting there beside me. Name gone, face gone, prints gone clean. How many wipes till you've never been? I switched the wipers off at last. Slowed the car beside the grass. Reached for park, you caught my wrist and turned the lever one more click. The blade stopped moving on your side. The rain crossed over onto mine. You smiled like you've been waiting for the weather to decide. First wipe, my license lost its face. Second, my name left the registration page. Third, my house key fit no door. Fourth, I couldn't say what I was driving for. I grabbed the wheel, you held it too. I said stop, you said that's what I asked of you. Now it only rains on the driver's side. Every wipe takes something out of my life. You can keep me here or keep us in the lane. I know which one you'll choose before you clear the rain. Driver's side rain, I stay the same while the proof gets washed away. You can still see me, but the records all say nobody ever drove beside you. You took the wheel, I checked my hands. No prints, no license, no name. By morning, the car had never belonged to either of us. Mm-hmm. 2:14 at the laundromat. Lipstick drying on my cuff. Machine 7 took 6 quarters. I thought that would be enough. Cold wash, low spin. 40 minutes underneath. My red mark left without a trace. Something darker took its seat. I called the woman at the counter. She barely raised her head. Said, stains don't leave this building, honey. They changed their clothes instead. Across the room, a married man found my lipstick on his white shirt. He stared at me, I stared at him. Neither asked who got there first. Choose your cycle, choose your mess. Nothing leaves permanent press. Nothing comes clean in permanent press. The machine doesn't wash it, it changes the dress. I came in wearing one small mistake. No, I'm leaving in somebody else's evidence. Permanent press. Round and round, redistribute regret. You can lose the mark, but you don't lose the debt. Nothing comes clean in permanent press. I washed it twice, the stain came back. This time with the motel key. Room 214, no hotel name. One long hair, that wasn't me. Third wash, printed on the tag. Check the pocket, check the time inside. A receipt from last November, signed in handwriting just like mine. A bride beside me pulled out mud from somewhere underneath her lace. A boy's blue jeans came back spotless. A funeral suit received the stain. I asked the woman, whose is this? She said, ownership gets complicated. We only track who carried it in and who paid to have it relocated. Choose your cycle, choose your mess. Nothing leaves permanent press. Nothing comes clean in permanent press. The machine doesn't wash it, it changes the dress. I came in wearing one small mistake. Now I'm leaving in somebody else's evidence. Permanent press. Round and round, redistribute regret. You can lose the mark, but you don't lose the debt. Nothing comes clean in permanent press. Wash it cold, dry it low. Where it lands, you never know. I left the shirt on machine 7. Said, keep the stain, I'm done with it. The woman reached beneath the counter and pulled out one last garment bag inside. The clothes I'd entered wearing, same size, same tear along the side. My license waited in the pocket with an older photograph inside. Same laundromat, same machine, same dark cuff, same receipt. Every year at 2:14, my signature appeared beneath. Transfer accepted, temporary holder found. Return date pending, do not leave town. I said, I've never been here before. She folded both shirts and smiled. You say that every cycle. Nothing comes clean in permanent press. The machine doesn't wash it, it changes the dress. I didn't walk in with somebody else's stain. I came back with the evidence I gave away. Permanent press, round and round, recollecting regret. I lost the mark, but I never lost the debt. Nothing comes clean in permanent press. Your original stain has been returned. Would you like a bag, or will you be wearing it? Reservation under my name. Corner booth at 8:15. 2 menus, 2 glasses. One table dressed in white and green. You said Nina Bell, never met her. The waiter brought another chair. I said fine, I don't even care. He said a fourth one everywhere. You asked why the table kept growing. I said maybe they've confused the room. A fifth chair scraped across the floor. Before I finished telling you, the waiter filled 5 water glasses, then disappeared without a word. One empty glass was half gone before either of us touched ours. One lie, one chair, pull it out, leave it there. I booked a table for 2. Why are they setting it for 7? Every empty chair knows something new, and neither one of us is leaving before 11. Table for 7, 2 plates and 5 confessions. Every time we bend the truth, they add another place setting. The 6th chair came when you explained. Tuesday ended before 10. Its place card read 2:14 a.m. So I asked you that again. You said the second hotel key belonged to someone from the desk. The 7th chair arrived with bread and placed the key beside your left. The name cards turned one after another. Deleted contact, missing out with the version that you told me, the version I pretended to believe. You said I've told you everything. 2 extra forks appeared nearby. I said I'm not hiding anything. They brought 2 chairs for that one lie, one chair. Tell the truth, lose the spare. I booked the table for 2. Why are they setting it for 7? Every empty chair knows something new, and neither one of us is leaving before 11. Table for 7, 2 plates and 5 confessions. Every time we bend the truth, they add another place setting. Count the glasses, count the names. One of us is lying. One of us came prepared. You admitted you erased the call. One chair vanished by the wall. I admitted I had seen it first. Another chair left with the server. You said you wanted me to find it. 2 chairs returned without a sound. I said this dinner wasn't peace. The lights went out across the room. When they came back, I told the truth. I didn't bring you here to stay. Every extra plate disappeared except for one across the way. One empty chair, one folded card, one untouched glass, one name in black, Nina Bell. You said she isn't coming. I said she doesn't know this place. The waiter finally looked at us with something almost like a smile. Miss Bell made the reservation. It was never a table for 2. It was always set for 7. Every empty chair had something true. Every course was part of the confession. Table for 7, 2 suspects, 5 deceptions. We thought we came to question each other. We were somebody else's evidence. The final chair moved back. Someone sat down. The waiter locked the door at exactly 11.